People have asked me if it's like a prerequisite that you got to have a tattoo to work at RYNO, and the answer is no. But I feel like it's pretty normalized, here to have tattoos, and there's literally zero impact on the business that we do because of them.
I almost feel like I don't have enough to work here.
I have this slogan that I'm coining around here. It's my own favorite little slogan that I will tell employees all the time, especially as they're going through the interview process. And that's, we don't build employees here, we build people. And I think one of the things that's so great about that is we've created an environment that allows us to really let people be who they truly are.
I feel like weak. I feel like I need more tattoos because everyone here has a ton of tattoos and mine are like so small, little delicate, little intricate things.
Working at RYNO with tattoos, I would have to say that almost if you didn't have a tattoo, that would be kind of odd.
I'm friends with my high school fashion teacher, and she actually took me to get my first tattoo, which is the one on my foot that says "Let It Be," that we actually have together.
Well, we went to Salt Lake City, and I started a foot piece that was kind of like a mythical type creature, and we did 4 hours outlining the foot. So anyways, long story short, I had to do 4 hours immediately the next day. So when you do 4 hours back to back, 2 days in a row, let's just say it really puts your foot through a beating. My foot blew up so bad that I got sent to the ER over a potential fear of needing to amputate my foot due to blood clots.
There was a time when I bent down to get something and my dad is like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "Oh, no, it's just magic marker, it just washes off." And he's like, "Oh, okay, good, it's gonna wash off." I'm like, yeah. I was already over 18 at this point. So now at 42 years old, it's funny because when I see him or he'll catch a glimpse of it, he's like, "Honey, that marker is back." And I'm like, "Yeah, I reapplied it, it's gonna wash off, no worries." He's like, "Oh, good, because that would be really bad if you had a tattoo right there."
My favorite tattoo is one that I have on the back of my arm. It's an oak tree with 3 birds flying off of the branches, and that symbolizes my father, my grandmother, and my first dog that I had of my own.
My favorite tattoo is actually a perspective tattoo that's on my forearm. It's a picture of Jesus on the cross. And what it does is it serves as a constant reminder for me that no matter how hard my day or life or whatever is going on might seem, that nothing is going to be as difficult as that. And it's a great reminder of perseverance.
Yeah, I actually like this one the best because I feel like you can see it all the time, especially in meetings. If I put my arm up, I can see it. It's a nice reminder because she was my favorite grandma, so it's nice to remember her.
I very much feel lopsided. The only part of my body that has anything on it outside of what I came with is on my right leg. Although, if I were to get another tattoo, what would probably end up happening is a full-on leg sleeve on that same leg, and I would still feel lopsided.
I like to put very pivotal and huge moments, somehow in some way, shape, or form, within the art that I incorporate in my body. I have a goal to be covered from, the neck down. And it's just that time. We got the magical 10 years with this amazing organization coming up, so it's time for the old RYNO.
There's usually a story behind a tattoo, and if you take the time to listen to it, you usually find some other connection via the tattoo story with that person.
One time some guy was like, "Oh, where'd you get that Leo and Aquarius tattoo? Those are my brothers and my symbols." And I'm like, "Oh, it's my kids' symbols."
It's funny, the tattoo that I regret is the very first tattoo that I got. Of course, I feel like everybody's first tattoo would be that. It was a quote that I got on my foot that says, "Flashing fades, shall remain."
It was my senior year, the summer break of my senior year. Nothing good comes from spring break of your senior year. And it's of a soccer player, a Jamaican soccer player doing a bicycle kick because I was thinking it was gonna make me cooler as I went into college to play soccer. It turns out it didn't.